Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and talk about love in hip hop Atlanta. All right, y'all. So, Zell was right, but he was wrong. But he was right, but he was wrong. We're gonna talk about it. Um, girl, Ashley, Zane, and Michelle. Michelle is the woman who Zane had a relationship with and possibly a baby. Okay. So this is what I have come to figure out from watching this episode. And I try not to get I really just want to watch Love and Hip Hop and not try and because I think the thing is we know that Love and Hip Hop from what I recall from years ago that this is kind of like scripted reality TV. Right? Um so Ashley, Zane, and Michelle, they basically meet up. And Ashley wants to know, I guess, the timeline of Michelle and Zane's situationship. Girl, I don't want to sound like I'm defending the side chicks or the side piece or whatever y'all want to call the girls. You're not, girl, don't be asking me nothing about your man. Like you said, that's your husband. If that's your husband, go ask your husband, girl. Because the truth of the matter is, from what I saw, Michelle was cracking Ashley's face. Because see, the gag is you've sat over there for 11 plus years and let this man play in your face. And now we're all together, right? We about to have a little powwow. And now you asking me questions, but mama, you really don't want to know the answers. So when I start to tell you the answers, you're going to be upset. And now you're going to have to realize that this man who has been lying to you was low-key lying to you from the get-go. Michelle tells Ashley that he only proposed to you because he found out about the baby. So in my head, the way I took it was what Michelle was telling Ashley was when he thought that this baby could have been his, he hurried up and proposed to you because he know how we get when it comes to marriage. Let me go ahead and hurry up and propose to her because I know she gonna say yeah. And then once she say yeah, we get married. Even if she find out about the baby, she gonna stick around, right? So Ashley's like, that's a lie. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's a lie. And then she asked Zane, Zane, is that true? And then Zane said, yeah, I proposed to you. Basically, I knew about the baby before I proposed to you. Girl, you asking Michelle these questions, and again, your face is cracking. Girl, if you wanted to, this is my whole thing. If you want to live in whatever fantasy that you've created, it's kind of like Jennifer. Some of you may not watch Real Housewives of New Jersey. It's a housewife named Jennifer. Jennifer, in my opinion, has created this false reality. I really believe that. While Jennifer has been kind of transparent about some of the issues that she's not kind of, she has been well, no, because she wasn't, she didn't tell that until Marge told the tea. But Jennifer has been somewhat transparent about some of the issues that goes on in her household. But Jennifer has still decided to kind of create this world of like, my life is perfect and you girls are just jealous. And it's like, girl, your man, when he get off work, he goes straight to the guest house. He don't even come straight in the house because he don't want to be bothered with you or those kids. But if you want to think that everybody is jealous of you in your life, then girl, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if you want to be one of those women who create this false sense of reality, then girl, just do it. But girl, leave everybody else out of it. Because then what happens is, especially when you get on reality TV, girl, we're gonna clock the mess. And girl, we're gonna call you stupid. You should just stay a private citizen, live in the world that you've created, and go on by your business. Because now you want to get on reality TV and ask the baby mama about the timeline about her and your husband, which is still stupid. Because at the end of the day, regardless if Michelle and Zayn were together during Thanksgiving, whether he brought Michelle down to Atlanta or whether they hooked up and, after the baby, it still doesn't take girl, he still cheated on you. Like, what are you expecting from a man who cheated on you and possibly had a baby? That he's going to start telling the truth? Does that make sense what I'm saying? So it's like Ashley wants to know it's like she wants to know every single detail. Where you mad because you think that his family is your family. His family is not your family. Sorry. His family is his family and your family is your family. The little boy, I don't think is Zane's. Michelle said it like twice. I don't know if y'all caught that. So this whole time, I think Zane has been saying that he doesn't think the baby is his. But I think, it still could be a possibility because they haven't had a DNA test. But from what Michelle said, Zane offered to give the baby his last name because they knew that the child's actual father, biological father, was not going to be there for the son. Is it a girl or a boy? I think it's a boy. I don't know. The child. Um, so I feel like this whole time they've been knowing that the baby ain't his. They just use it as a storyline, and now it don't, girl. Anyways, so Ashley is upset because she doesn't want the baby to have Zane's last name. Girl, girl, it's no tea, no shade. Girl, what is Zane's last name? Girl, you acting like it's the name Kardashian or Carter or Knowles or West. Girl, he not gonna benefit off of that man's last name anyways. It's just the last name. Girl, you over here causing hell. You don't want him to have the last name. And then here she go. She tells Michelle that she doesn't respect their marriage. Baby. Just like Michelle, if I don't respect your marriage, I'll be fucking your husband. Two, I don't have to respect shit. Three, anybody who has to respect your marriage are the people that's in the marriage. Four, that's your husband. Okay? Did y'all hear when Zane told them that, what did he say? He said, um, this is about two grown women not wanting to talk. Girl, I said, not this nigga, girl, trying to pull the switcheroo. This ain't about two women not wanting to talk. This is about you putting your penis inside of two women at the same time and possibly having a child with a woman who you shouldn't have been engaging with in the first place. And now you're trying to put this on them as though this has become a them problem. When the truth of the matter is, Ashley's not needed to take a DNA test. Hello? So if you wanted to find out if that was really your child, 100% sure, you would have taken that DNA test a long time ago. But because this is what the niggas be wanting. I be trying to tell y'all don't listen to me. But they want y'all to beef. They want y'all to fight. That's what they want. So now he's trying to flip it on to them. This is about y'all not wanting to have a conversation. If I was Michelle, I would say I don't have to talk. But see, Michelle was trying to keep it cute. I'm glad Michelle and Ashley, they kind of had a little 1-2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that they kept it cute because the last thing they should have been doing is fighting, cussing each other out. It could have went there, but I'm glad that it didn't because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, girl, on some real stuff, Michelle probably didn't know about Ashley. Ashley probably didn't know about Michelle. Girl, he lied to me. He was lying to you. Girl, I don't have no beef with you. Girl, your beef is with your husband. Okay? Girl, I barely even know you. Anyways, and then Ashley was like, "You're married to me. You gotta come home to me." Like, girl, that's y'all problem. Like, girl, y'all putting y'all putting the not y'all, girl. I'm talking about Ashley and the girls on TV. Girl. Y'all putting y'all marriages on these pedestals and y'all marriages are jive. Girl, y'all marriages are literally a circus. Y'all marriages are literally the laughing stock of reality TV. Girl, you want to still brag about you're married to me. You gotta come home to me, girl. You should have started singing Moke and stuff, girl. He's mine, you man. I had him once, but I got him all the time. Girl, that's good. I don't want the nooker anyways. Girl, you are stressed out. Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of unnecessary. She wants to know like the exact timeline. Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you've been with that man for 11 years. He possibly has a child that's 7 or 8. End the conversation. He cheated on you. And for you to think that he didn't cheat on you with, even if it wasn't Michelle, it was other women. Rashida, this doesn't have anything to do with anything. Every time I see Rashida, I'm like, Rashida is so pretty. When she had her hair pulled back in a ponytail, I said, "Oh my god, Rashida is so pretty." Like she's just a little slow, and I hate that for her. But that's her husband. So Rashida's talking to the oldest children. I forgot their names. I think the girl is from another woman, right? Girl, I don't know, child. I don't think it's Rashida's biological daughter. Um, Anyways, they're having a conversation. She's basically just telling them about Kirk. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I didn't think it was. I I mean, girl, they're grown, so they're gonna find. It's not like they're 5, what I'm saying, or 3, and they won't. They probably won't find out for a few years. So I didn't think it was an issue with her talking to them the way that they were talking. Now, let me just say this: the daughter has a baby, and she's basically saying that her father, which is Kirk, does a lot for Cannon. I don't think so. I think that Kirk helps Jasmine financially, and I think that's where it starts and stops. Um, but I think that for some people, especially men, as long as I help you financially, then that's me taking care of the baby. That's exact girl. I don't want to go into the whole rant. But that's exactly why when you think about the roles that people that they've established for some of y'all, girl, they tell y'all like a woman's job is to like raise the kids, take care of the home, and the man's job is to bring home the bacon. So in Kirk's head, as long as I'm bringing home the bacon and giving Jasmine the money to take care of our son, then I'm doing my job. It's her job to raise him. Just like Rashida said out of her own goddamn mouth, Rashida said, "We take care of Cannon. If something goes wrong, it's on her." How, how if something goes wrong, it's on Jasmine? That is their child. But they're gonna put whatever happens. If something go wrong, that's on her. because she's raising Cannon. um, the daughter says that basically she should be happy because, in comparison to her baby daddy, the daughter has a baby, Kirk's daughter. Basically, her baby daddy ain't shit, and basically she don't get no help. I said it is so. Let me just say something. I believe it or not, I actually do know some decent men in real life. Now it's not a lot, okay? It's only like a few. That's sad. I know some decent men in real life, but for the most part, I really do believe that most of the niggas be ain't shit niggas. It's literally like a handful of good men out there in comparison to the ain't shit ones. So I think it's so crazy that Kirk's daughter, and I can't remember, that's why I keep saying Kirk's daughter because I can't remember her name. Kirk's daughter has his own situation with her baby daddy, who she says is basically an ain't shit nigga. And then, even though her father cheated on her stepmother, and not only cheated, but had a baby, she still can find it somewhere deep in her body to defend him because that's her father. When the fact of the matter is, your father is just like your baby daddy. He just throw a couple of dollars at Jasmine. So it just baffles me that how so many women, I see it all the time in the comment sections on Twitter, how so many women, not every woman, but so many women have the same story when it comes to dealing with men. But then when it comes to the men that may be in their lives, as far as their fathers, brothers, uncles, whatever, then all of a sudden they want to change the story. Girl, you got an ain't shit baby daddy. All your friends got ain't shit baby daddies. Your husband, your daddy cheated on his wife and had a baby, but all of a sudden he not an ain't shit nigga too. Because y'all don't want to see it. If you going through what you going through, your friends going through what they going through, it's a possibility that your brother is an ain't shit nigga too. Not to say that he is, but it's a possibility your brother is an ain't shit nigga too. We know your daddy is an ain't shit nigga, but you don't want to say your daddy is an ain't shit nigga because that's your daddy. Even though you have evidence to show that he's an ain't shit. Anybody who cheats on their wife, and has a baby, girl. But they gonna defend their daddy. That's their daddy. Um, the daughter doesn't think that when he said that the daughter doesn't think that when Kirk said that Jasmine comes to the door naked, that she's actually naked. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I will say this much. When Kirk first said it, when he first said that Jasmine comes to the door naked, it did pop in my head. Like, does he really mean that the girl be naked? Is he doing this to be messy and try to paint Jasmine as a hoe? Like, does Jasmine probably come to the door with a robe on, right? Like one of those. This is what I feel like could happen. I feel like Jasmine could probably come to the door with a. You know how like the girl. You know how like women. I mean, some niggas. No shade. You know how some. Y'all wear the robes that stop right above the knees, the silk robes, and the cute thin robes y'all wear. I was thinking maybe she might come to the door and that he's like she's naked. Do I think that Jasmine literally comes to the door in her birthday suit? No. But it does. Excuse me. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Kirk said it. Um, at the end of the day, I just feel like they're just going to make excuses for Kirk. She says that they bleeped out the word, but I'm assuming the daughter said that she's throwing puss at Kirk and she's just mad that he's not catching it. Baby girl, are you slow too? Because the thing is, he did catch it, baby. And you know how we know we called it? Because there is a baby on the other side of town. And no matter what y'all want to try and do, it does not erase the fact that Rashida saw what was in those text messages. Rashida just didn't get mad because, oh, she thought the text messages were fake. Rashida got mad because she knew the text messages were real. Now y'all trying to switch up the whole story. It is what it is, girl. I don't even care. Santana and his mama. Santana has a concert. He's, in his head about his music. I mean, I can get it. Girl. At one point, I wish Santana the best. At one point, Santana was, girl, the new hottest thing for us. Not, of course, for everybody, but Santana came onto the scene and made a big splash with his music. We was all walking up like a dog, and we was all material girls. But if I with your man in Miami, right? We was all doing all of that, and I hope Santana can get his music back to where it once was. When he said that every time he see the baby mama, he was talking about Zell. He said he said every time I see her, she eating raw sushi and tequila. Now, then I tell y'all, go back and watch the episodes with the baby mama. There were a couple of times when the first time we met her, they brought out the drinks. They brought out some drinks, and she reached for a drink. The second time at the table, there were 2 drinks on that table. Hold up. Okay, so Zell. I feel like it was a lot happening in this scene with Zell. When I tell you Zell went around the room, hey, baby Zell went around the room. You, and you, all y'all, you two, you, the one that's giggling, yeah, you with the bob, huh? Yeah, you with the white dress on, yeah, you too. When I say he went around the room. So this is what I think is happening. Zell walked into that building, to that brunch. I feel like Zell was already drunk. I don't know. Shekinah Joe made a comment about him looking at the bottom of a bottle, a vodka bottle. And we've already heard stories about how, the girls will throw you a couple of shots before you shoot a scene to kind of, get the shot that they need. I don't know if Zell was drunk. I feel like he was, or at least not necessarily drunk, but I feel like he had a couple of cocktails before he walked in. Shekinah was talking to Spice because they're doing a baby brunch for Rennie Rucci, the pregnant woman. And as Shekinah is talking, Zell walks in, and Shekinah was saying, like, girl, I'm paraphrasing, girl, are you surprised that Zell is having a real baby, like with a real woman? Girl, not one of these scientific babies. Just ignorant. Now, it's offensive because, especially for someone like Zell, this will. Girl, I'm just gonna talk plain. Talk plain to me, Sheldon. Girl, I'm just gonna talk plain. I feel like when it comes to Zell and his sexuality, I do think it's a very sensitive topic. And the reason why I think that is because Zell tells us that he is bisexual. I do think that when men come out as bisexual, I think that they receive a lot of backlash because I think that there are people out there who just don't believe in bisexuality for men. Hold up. Oh, baby, I just got a text message from my bank that said approved. I forgot. Girl, I did an Apple Pay earlier. Girl, I was about to get off this phone and call the bank, baby. What's going on? Um, but I do believe that a lot of people don't believe that bisexuality exists for men. I just think they think it's like a woman thing. Like women can be bisexual, well, men, you just a punk, right? So I think for Zell, for people to continue to question his sexuality once he's told us what he identifies as, I think is a very touchy subject. And I'm gonna even go further. I think because based off of what Zell has said, especially conversations he had with his father. Remember, he was talking about his upbringing on the reunion. You remember they had the Love and Hip Hop reunion, family reunion setup thing they had. It was like 2 or 3 seasons. I personally think that Zell is one of those men who leans into saying they're bisexual because they think that they will be accepted more, especially amongst men. So as long as I still, especially if I have a lot of male influence in my life, whether it's my father, my uncles, as long as I can still let them know that I still like pussy, then they'll probably still look at me as a man. I believe Saucy Santana when he said a few episodes ago that if you ask anybody in his friend group, they don't even think Zell is bi. They look at him as gay. I believe Saucy. I believe Zell is one of those men who says he's bisexual because people will look at him differently. But I think that Zell is gay. However, it does not take away from the fact that he says he's bisexual. So amongst this friend group, I think that when they don't respect, or if he feels he's not being respected, right? Because what happens is I can come to y'all baby showers. I can be happy for y'all. Girl, I don't go around here talking about your situation, Yandy. I don't go around here talking about your situation, Rashida, right? So I would expect y'all to have the same happiness or perform the same way that we perform for y'all. We don't go around, even though we probably have our secret conversations when the cameras ain't around or when we're not around y'all. When we show up, we like, hey, Kirk, hey, Rashida, hey, Mendeezies, hey, Yandy. Even though I just saw Mendeezy say the other day on a TV show, the girl, he don't know if he will hold you down, Yandy, but I still don't come around laughing in your face. I think that's where Zell is coming from. That's why Zell went around the room. Because y'all want to laugh at my situation. Well, let's laugh at yours. I'm not mad at Zell for doing that. Because especially if we're supposed to be a friend group, girl, these are not YouTubers commenting on the show. These are not, you know, viewers commenting on the show on Instagram. We're supposed to be a friend group. And even if you want to hold me honest, it's the way that you do it. That's why I was with Rennie when she was telling Saucy, when she was saying about Saucy. Saucy cares about Zell. Saucy is going about it the wrong way. You should be honest with the people who you care about, but you also cannot talk to people crazy. And Saucy wants to read Zell. He wants to read the potential baby mama. He wants to shade Zell and shade the potential baby mama, but expect Zell to receive what he's saying. You can't talk to people. I learned that a long time ago. You can't talk to people crazy, even if what you're saying is the truth. If it's coming out of your mouth sideways, whoever you're directing it to, they are not going to receive it. So if you can't speak, if Saucy can't speak to Zell with tenderness and care, with tender and care, what's it, tenderness and care? Then he might just need to shut his mouth because it's not because Zell is going. Zell is already on edge anyways because he feels as though nobody is respecting or being happy for his situation. So even when me and Saucy get into it, y'all supposed to just sit there and shut up. Or at least try to diffuse the situation. But if y'all want to giggle, then we can go around the room. We can. We definitely can. What else? Girl, he told Yandy, Yandy, you shouldn't even be laughing because you got a lot going on with your husband in your life. Since you want to laugh, let's talk about your business. Since you want to laugh, Rashida, let's talk about your business. I get why Zell was upset. But Zell is gonna have to understand too. Zell is too big and too grown. On some real shit, the same way Yandy and Rashida walk around here like they don't give a damn what nobody got to say. Girl, Zell gonna have to start acting the same way. If Zell wants to live this life, or I'm bisexual and it is what it is, you like at some point it's kind of like, let me just say, this is what I'm trying to say. It's like me being gay. At some point, like I had to just realize I don't give a fuck what people have to say about me being gay. Right? It doesn't bother me. That's why when I do have a back and forth with people online, if they call me a faggot or a punk, it don't bother me. Girl, that is so 1999. Girl, we in 2024. Girl, y'all still think we in middle school or high school, and I'm still battling with my sexuality. And girl, if you call me a faggot or a punk, I'm going to cry and my feelings are going to be hurt. That don't hurt my feelings. Girl, y'all been calling me that for, girl, how many decades now? It doesn't bother me. So what I'm trying to say is Zell is going to have to get to a point where, girl, whatever people have to say, it doesn't bother him. Girl, you say you bisexual, you say you having a baby, it is what it is. That don't mean you can't read. That don't mean you can't read a motherfucker in the process. Like he was getting Yandy together. Right? If you wanna laugh, then we can laugh. We can all laugh. I can tell a joke too. But see, my joke is gonna be the truth. Right? If you want to laugh, we can all laugh. We can giggle. I can get in front of the mic and tell a joke, Miss Yandy, Miss Sheeta, Miss Sierra. Girl, whoever wanna join in, we can all join in and hold hands and sing "Kumbaya, my lord." Right? But but again, Zella's gonna have to get to a point where, girl, like he's too old to still. I don't want to say. I know everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own journey. But at some point, with Zell being out, as long as he's been out, I could see if Zell was still in the closet and didn't nobody know his tea, then I could see. But Zell is out. You know what I'm saying? So like at some point, he's gonna have to just cancel out the outside noise and just realize I am who I am. This is a life that I'm choosing to live, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Girl, we could sit here and call Rashida stupid all day long. Rashida's still gonna get down to the internet with her husband and be at the MTV Awards. We can call Yandy dumb all day long. Yandy's still gonna be with Mendeece's. Silly looking and all. Does that make sense what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. Zell, you can't get a job. How you gonna have a baby? Girl. Like I said, girl, it was probably some truth in what Saucy Santana was saying. However, girl, you want to read the girls, and even it's not gonna be received the same. She get drunk and fuck everybody. That's what they say. That's what the people said. Hey! Girl, it is what it is, girl. But yeah, shout out to Zell. Zell, as long as you happy, that's all that matters. Is a girl pregnant? I don't know, because I ain't seen nothing about no baby online. I ain't seen a girl pregnant online. I don't know if this is a storyline. I don't know if this is real. I don't know, child. But Zell gonna have to, girl, stop looking for your happiness through other people. And that's just what it is. I don't want people to think that just because someone is gay, lesbian, trans, non-binary, LGBTQIE plus, whatever, that has nothing to do with them wanting to be a father, a mother, whatever, right? A parent. That has nothing to do with them wanting children. There's this thing out there, like, not to go off into this long rant, but there's this narrative that's being pushed that, oh, with all these gay people, there won't be any more kids. One, if people stop procreating, we not gonna be here to see it anyways. Catch that tea. We not even gonna know. It ain't happening no time soon. So that ain't even that we need to worry about. Two, just because somebody is gay, lesbian, or whatever, That does not mean that they don't want kids. That does not mean that they can't have kids. You know how many punks I know who got kids? You know how many lesbians? Y'all would be surprised at how many trans walk around here with kids. But see, not no shade. Some people wouldn't know that because they don't interact with trans women, trans men, you know. But there are trans women, trans men who have kids. I personally know a couple trans women who have children, biological children. Okay? My ex, he has a a grown daughter now. I met her when she was 4. She's a grown woman in college now. Met his ex-wife and everything. You know how many lesbians I've met that have 2, 3, 4 kids? And then the second thing is this also, not the second thing, the last thing. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, girl. Because I actually shot this video like twice. It's a long story. I think I mentioned it in the video that I didn't post. Yandy going to tell Mendeecees or not wanting Mendeecees to find out what Zell said because she doesn't want Mendeecees to end up where he just left. Girl, ain't nobody scared of no Mendeecees. See, and I clocked that T. Y'all be thinking that because the girls be punks, girl, these don't work. Girl, y'all think Zell is scared of Mendeecees? Y'all think that if Mendeecees walked up to Zell and if push came to shove, Zell would be on his knees begging Mendeecees not to touch him? Girl, it's gonna be some furniture moving. I can guarantee you. And let me just say this: whatever your man got access to, whether it's a pow pow, a blade, everybody got access to it. You did not get the last one. Please always remember that. Whatever you got access to, I got access to it too. Whatever you can buy, I can buy. When you bought it, they did not make the last one. So yeah, I didn't like that because you want to sit here and kiki and laugh in front of Zell's face when you get read with the truth. Now you want to run home and tell your man, and that's all fine and dandy because I'll tell him too. You see, the gag is with me, I'm a rich black woman. Put your hands on me, he definitely gonna end up back in jail. After we fight, and I have to defend myself, I'm pressing charges. Because you want to get mad because I sprayed you with your truth. While you want to sit there and kiki and giggle in my face about what's going on in my life. Girl, bye. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I ain't like when Yandy tried to pull that stunt. Because y'all always want to be in some mess and then go home and run home and get your man, which is fine. But tell your man the whole story too. Tell your man how you were sitting there laughing when the mess was going on. And then when he started telling you to your face about your business, about how you might want to hush, and all of a sudden you feel disrespected. He felt disrespected too. That's why he got into your ass. But if you wouldn't have been laughing at him, he wouldn't have said what he said, baby. Let's start at A. Let's not start at D. Let's start at A. Why did Zell say what he said to you, Yandy? Because you were sitting there laughing in front of his face about his business. Let's start there. And then you felt disrespected because he told the truth. Let's talk about how they talking about how your man is in these streets. Zell ain't the only one that hasn't said that. Hell, Kirk just told Mendeecees to his face that Jasmine is going around telling the people about how he in these streets. So clearly, word on the street is your man is in the streets. And based off of the fact that girl, he threw his ring and he don't know where it's at. Based off the fact that that man sat there on national cable television and said that he don't know if he'll be able to hold you down the way that you held him down when he was inmate 573-9976, and your black ass was standing in front of the prison getting maced, standing up for your man, and you got the nerve to sit here and laugh. Girl, I would have wrapped everybody up in that room to get baby up. Girl, we can all sit here and cry. Okay? I'm not gonna be the only one feelings that's gonna be hurt by the time we leave this restaurant. My feelings hurt, but yours gonna be hurt too, and yours too, and yours too, and yours too. hell.